What's up, I'm Joe. I don't usually upload this late in the day, but I feel like what I have to say here can only be said before we start figuring out what's going on and naming names and diagnosing causes and things like that, so here we go. So the Boston Marathon was bombed today. As of this filming, we still don't know much about it. We don't know the final death counts or injury counts or who did it or why. I, like a lot of people around the world right now, am enraged and shocked and confused. By the time I finish filming and editing and uploading this video, I expect that we'll have a suspect named. It's one of the first things we ask and the first things we try to figure out when something like this happens is who did this and why. Why is a question that we're obsessed with over everything from science to art to life to terrible attacks like this. So looking for this perpetrator is a perfectly natural reaction, and those who are responsible should absolutely be brought to justice. But as we scramble for someone to blame, I wonder what it is that we're actually looking for. Are we looking for a place to put blame, or for someone to punish, or a reason for why this happened, or all three? Or are we looking for a villain? You see, this is why I upload it right now, because in this time between chaos and order, between when the bang happens and the smoke clears, between when the pebble hits the water and when the surface is calm again, I think there's something for us to learn about how we deal with chaos. With every terrorist attack, we always associate a mastermind's face and name. Adam Landa, the Unabomber, Osama bin Laden, people who do things terrible and great, as Ollivander put it. It makes us more comfortable, if that's the word to use, to have somebody to blame when something like this happens. We put the evil outside ourselves into one specific point, and then we feel like if we've vanquished that evil, we have done some good. But the thing is that bringing the villain to justice doesn't do good in and of itself. It just brings the status quo balanced to a lower state of being. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind kind of thing, you know? Because our justice system is based, like many things, on stories. It's based on there being a villain, a name, someone specific to hold responsible. And it's based especially on the idea that destroying that source of evil brings peace, closure, balance back to the force. It's a very predictable, mechanical kind of process. Society cuts out the bad so the good can flourish. It gives us, and here's the rub, a sense of control. Being in control makes us feel safe, and if we punish those perpetrators with swift and terrible justice, we feel like we're keeping the evil of the world under our thumb. Because it's times like these when the question emerges of whether destroying the source of the evil is sufficient to make the world a good place. Too many of our stories end with the eradication of the embodiment of evil, and it's made us dependent in our cultural mythos on scapegoats. Our heroes need villains. Batman never fought poverty or drug addiction. He needs something evil to punch. In other words, we believe that we need a bad guy for there to be any kind of justice at all. But as we start working up a froth, champing at the bit to find evil heads to send rolling, we have to remember that destroying the villain does not end the story. What ends the story is restoring what was lost. And we cannot allow our lust for justice to transmute into a baser lust for blood. So when we find the people who have destroyed countless lives for what cannot possibly be a valid reason, we will bring them to justice. But until then, let's focus and remember that we do not have a need for them. Real justice is not punishing the criminals, but repairing the damage that they've done. It is not enough that we destroy the evil. We must create good on top of it to fill the abscesses in humanity that the presence of that evil has caused. All of my love to Boston. 50 XP for watching. Peace and love. Got a spider. Can you see him? Hello, spider. Hello. Hello. That's okay, I'm gonna put you outside now. I'll be right back.